I've been thinking about homeschooling my 6-year-old Asperger's child. Are there any critical issues I should examine before making this move? I'm undecided at this point and want to make the right decision. Well, I would say that homeschooling is an option for many Asperger's children, and it could be the best educational choice for some. It's been my experience that kids on the spectrum, for the most part, do very, very, very well, either in an alternative school setting or a homeschooling situation. Conversely, it's also been my experience that most Asperger's children really struggle in regular school, mostly because there's just too many people, too much movement, too much noise, too much sensory stimulation in general. The first decision to make is whether or not the family has the resources of time necessary to homeschool the Asperger's student. Special learning techniques may need to be learned, and parents who homeschool need lots of patience and an understanding of the specific teaching strategies that are needed for kids on the spectrum. Now, some challenges of homeschooling include dealing with a child that is a visual learner who might not learn as well by listening. Some Asperger's children become so obsessed about having everything perfect that they'll throw away papers that they've made mistakes on. And these children often have a very narrow focus of interest, so that the parent-teacher, and that would be you would be the parent-teacher, needs to find ways to tie in other subjects or to teach other subjects in a way that is interesting to your child. It helps if you can find a tie-in from the subject of the child's interest to the subject at hand. For example, let's say you have a student who is a history buff, and you need him to get on board with math. So it might help to give him some historical information related to math. You could, for example, introduce him to some of the greatest mathematical minds of all time, and then go from there to some of the mathematical concepts that they used or invented. So bear in mind that Asperger's children do tend to be very hyper-focused on just one or two subjects. So it'll be a challenge for you to figure out what they like and then tie that in to the new subject that you would like to get them interested in. And there are always critics who are going to argue that homeschooled children lack the necessary social skills that children who go to regular school get on a daily basis. But with Asperger's children, social skills must often be taught in a structured setting. And parents have the opportunity to do this and to explore putting their child on a sports team or other social organization, like band or a music program, which gives them, the social skills without overwhelming them. So in general, a parent who teaches the innate interests of their child will not only be successful, but will have succeeded in giving their child a better education than they would get in a noisy, chaotic public school system. Okay?